Why is that? Because he is our ultimate provision. He is our provider. Although we may enjoy a nice warm sourdough loaf freshly out of the oven, or a nice piece of garlic bread with some pasta, it is nothing compared to the satisfaction that we get in knowing who God is, of knowing and worshiping the Lord. See, one of the tactics of sin and temptation and the devil is that he tries to attack our basic needs. Food is something that we need for survival. If we don't eat, guess what? We will die eventually. And as far as self-preservation goes, many of us will go to any extreme to make sure that our needs or the needs of our family are met. But the question is, do we truly trust God to be the provider of these things? I love that Jesus quotes from Deuteronomy here, because Deuteronomy is basically a retelling of Israel's history before they cross into the promised land. And in chapter 8, the chapter that's quoted here, Moses is reminding the people of God's provision in the wilderness. They were hungry, wandering around for 40 years, and the Lord provided for them every day manna from heaven. Each morning they were going to have truly find something we need in those, right? Whether it be new cars or new phones or homes or kitchen gadgets or any of the like, whatever it may be. And I know this because I'm as guilty as the next person, always wanting the new thing, something that will fulfill me. Rather than finding out and finding our true satisfaction in God, we are tempted to find our satisfaction in the things of this world. We think that these new toys will satisfy and fill our desires, only to find out that they won't. They will never satisfy. So what do we do in order to chase after these things? We take on more payments, we take on more debt, we chase after the feeling of being whole, and all the while we're missing the point of life. We get so caught up in the rat race that we forget that our lives are meant to love God and to enjoy Him forever, to realize that He is the ultimate provider. So we need to recognize that true joy and satisfaction comes from loving the Lord. Man does not live on bread alone, but on every word that comes from the Lord. Living on His word, communing with Him. Too often we believe we can go beyond the parameters of God's word to seek satisfaction.